Hello, 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 it's me, the MetaVerse Explorer. I'm sorry guys, it's been like 5 days, nearly a week since I've done a Star Atlas video. Well, no more, ladies and gentlemen. This is me. I'm back with another episode of the Star Atlas series. I think we're up to like nearly 160 at this point. I gotta actually check after this. I have a whole bunch of pictures for you from the Foundation Room by Buntheus. We also have a few questions answered by Xcode, and just some general updates. One major update, which is from the Star Atlas Marketplace. They've come out and said, yes, you can now use Jupiter on the Star Atlas Marketplace. So I think I'm going to showcase it, and I think I'm actually going to record a very, very specific video on this. So this is just a small video that was released. Excuse me while I move that. I know a lot of sound comes out from it. This is just a video released by the Star Atlas Twitter. It just shows the train going into the showroom, and just some funky music behind it. So we all, as always, we always appreciate these videos just to see what it looks like for us to go in. And yeah, it just looks great. Look at it. Look at it. There's no door. There's no door. Just be careful not to fall out. And you see how quickly it stops at the showroom. Anyway, just to make a small comment on me having not made a video in a while, this is OCG THOR. So I said made a post on YouTube. I'm like, hey guys, I feel like I haven't made a video in a long time. And OCG THOR's like, imagine how I feel. It's been at least a week. You're steady as a clock. You're a huge benefit to the community. OCG THOR, you the man. Thank you very much. From one content creator to another, thank you very much for the work you do. And yeah, let's just keep going, you know? We just keep going because we like Star Atlas. We're here. We want to see a game that's going to survive, to thrive, and be one of the best games ever. Pepe, don't you agree as well? I think Star Atlas is like one of the best games if it becomes like mainstream, right? It could be way better than EVE Online. Oh, Pepe, he's gone. He didn't care. Anyway, let's move on. So, first things, I just wanted to let everyone, reminder for everyone that there is a small DAO update, so go and check that out. It just got released, like I think 2-3 days ago, give or take, but that's not the meat and bones of this video. The meat and bones of this video is going to be the Star Atlas Jupiter partnership, as well as a pictures, lots of pictures from the marketplace. Well, pictures from the marketplace, pictures from the I'm just trying to do two things at the same time. Pictures from the Foundation Room. Let's go ahead and bring up the actual what do you call it, announcement from, I think it was someone from the team. It was, yeah, by Dominic. So let's go ahead and see this. I think this will end up being my thumbnail. So let's go ahead and read the article just very basically, and then we'll actually take a look at the website to see what they're doing. Unleashing the full potential of Star Atlas. Star Atlas and Solana. Star Atlas. Unleashing the full potential of Solana. Star Atlas and Jupiter aggregator partner up. Guys, you see how I'm so bad at reading this stuff? So you gotta give me some slack when I get a ship wrong, right? Okay, so basically they're saying there's a partnership. It's Star Atlas and Jupiter aggregator. Not sure if you're familiar. Jupiter aggregator is the best swap on swapping aggregator on Solana. It takes all the different dexes, aggregates them together, and you have one place to go and find the best rate for your swaps. So, of course, why is this needed? Because in Star Atlas, you're going to have a whole bunch of different tokens, and there might be different markets for them, different places, different platforms that do these swaps to facilitate this. So you need Jupiter to go ahead and do those swaps for you because it'll find the best rate for you. And when we have so many different R20s coming, they might all be on a deck somewhere. Jupiter's going to be the best place for you. All right, and on top of this, you'll also be able to use whatever token there is in Star Atlas, in Solana, to swap into Star Atlas, right? So if you've got some weird tokens on the side from Bonk or whatever, it'll swap through USDC, it'll swap through Solana first, then through USDC, then to get some kind of assets in-game. So this is a statement. We're always looking for ways to improve every detail of the gaming experience for our players. Michael Wagner said, by partnering with Jupiter Aggregator, we're bringing together the best of both worlds. Cutting-edge gaming and marketplace technology, and a user-friendly, seamless exchange experience that will benefit our entire community. So, as gaming supporters in Solana ecosystem, we're thrilled to be working with Star Atlas. That's Ben Chow. I've interviewed him before. You can go and see on my channel. So once connected to the Atlas Marketplace, users can manage their Web3 wallet and connect to third-party providers like Jupiter as all part of integrated web experience. This partnership is a win-win, and let's go ahead and actually go and see this in action. So, on the Star Atlas marketplace and the website, just go ahead and log in yourself using your profile. So I'm going ahead and disconnect here. And as you can see, I'm already in my ARK fund. And while I'm here, I wanted to say a big thank you to someone. Someone has donated to me 100 Polis, which is $35. That's a whole lot. So this came from the wallet address APQL. Mate, my friend, thank you very much. I'm conflicted on what to do with this polis. Do I go and stake it to earn more polis and lock it for 5 years, or do I just hold on to it? I'm not sure. So thank you for donating to me. My Solana address is itsme.sol, itsme.sol. You just go ahead and click send, and you can say Atlas, and you want to send it to itsme.sol. That's just my address if you want to donate anything to me. So the guy who donated 100, thank you very much. Wow, so good. Let's go ahead and connect my wallet. Okay, so at the bottom of the wallet connect screen, you'll find it at the bottom here. Fund and manage your wallet. I'm going to zoom in so you can see right there. Ready to start building your armada. Having sufficient balance of SOL, Atlas, Polis, and USD tokens might make it necessary. Click fund. And then this gives you to this third-party integration, okay? And they have one third-party integration so far, which is Jupiter. They just announced it. So click on launch here, and what it actually does is it opens up the actual Jupiter aggregator, which is its own website. It opens up Jupiter.ag and gives you a small kind of form on the side there. So you can go ahead and say, connect the wallet, Phantom, and we're using my ARK fund as well. So you can see here, I've connected. I have 1 Solana. Let me just take a sip of my coffee here. So good. Okay, so let's say you have someone donated that 100 polis to me, right? I'm not going to swap it. I would never swap it without permission from the community. 100 polis, I want to swap that into, let's say, Atlas, because I want Atlas to go and buy some fuel for my ships, right? I'm going to try and do half. And now, all of a sudden, I'm going to get 4.6k Atlas, and it's going to be using the pools on Orca. It's going to trade from Polis to Atlas directly, okay? If you use Orca, if you use 2 pools in Orca, it goes from Polis to USDC to Atlas. And at the bottom, this is just the Jupiter aggregator by itself, right? But the beauty of this is that you don't have to leave the Star Atlas website to go and swap your tokens, right? This is 1 click less for people. And we all know that the less clicks you can get for someone to go and do something, the more times you're going to get them to do it. Not the more times, but the easier it is. Because every step, you lose someone along the step. You lose someone along the way. So it's just, I think it's called not vertical integration, but just seamless integration, right? So let's say, yeah, let's do something different, right? The USDC that people have been donating me, I'm going to transfer 1 USDC, and I want to buy some Atlas with that, 266, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and click swap. And wait for the Phantom wallets to come up. Pepe, isn't this awesome? This is really, really good, right? So you see, I will receive, this is beauty of Phantom as well. It tells you what you're going to get. You send 1 USDC, you'll get 266 Atlas. Approve? And I forget it's on my ledger. My ARK fund is on my ledger. So I have to go to my ledger. Let me go and get it. Let me go and log in. Excuse me as I do that. I'm just going to put in my passcode here. Guys, remember, ledger is good, okay? You need to have all your assets on a ledger. And submit, and click that, approve. Okay, let me do it again. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. And, oh no, because it's version transactions. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they need to fix that. They need to fix that. You can't do it now. So okay, so the problem is, on Solana, there is a new kind of swap called a version transaction. You can do that on non-ledger swaps because it doesn't support, because Ledger itself doesn't support non-version transactions. And if we go to the normal website, let me see if I can actually bring it up, dupe.ag. Let's go here. Where is it? Oh, where's the version transactions? Where did it go? What the hell? Is it in here? Did they... Yeah, here. See there. Version transactions. It's on. So if you have a ledger, they don't support version transactions yet. So you got to make sure that actually on this place, where is it? When we go back here, we got to make sure we got to remove it. Yeah, there we go. So tick that, untick that, save the settings. And now let's see if we can swap it and see if it actually happens. Click approve. Yes, it went through. Okay, it's going through. And the beauty of Solana is going to confirm right now. And as you can see, I now have another 266. So that is amazing, right? And when you're done, you can just go ahead and close the entire thing. And then you can go and resupply all of your... Ooh, what's happening there? I'm a bit glitchy. Excuse me. Whoa. What's happening? Let's just reconnect again. Hey, and my air bikes, let's go. Let's go ahead and awesome. It's still going. 30 USDC, 30 Atlas. And that's thanks to the Jeeves bot. Now, guys, it's been 10 minutes. I'm going to make a very dedicated video on that, so you guys watch out there. Let's go ahead and look at some foundation room pictures. But I think quickly before that, let's have a look at some replies from Xcode about the game. So, these are questions from Bohemian as well as other people. So let's take a sip because I'm going to be going through this very fast. We got some pictures to get through, guys. Number 1, could member roles or ranks be assigned specific functionality within the game loops for a DAC? In my opinion, only buying, selling, transfers should be a multi-sign system. And he's saying yes. He's saying, should they be? Yes. Oh, could member roles be assigned specific functionality? Yes. Doesn't mean it's here yet, right? A public guild dashboard is mentioned. Would there be a hidden or private DAX in SA? This is for like private guilds or just rich guilds that don't want people to know they're around but own like 50% of all the assets or own a monopoly. And it's like, I specifically mentioned public dashboard because we are looking at options to keep your guild page size network hidden in the UI. But hey, let's be honest. If you're a guild and you control a monopoly, everyone's going to know who you are, even if you're not listed, right? So it's very interesting that they're allowing this to happen because we'll have some piracy guilds, not privacy, both of them. We'll have privacy guilds as well as piracy guilds who don't want, or like PvP guilds who don't want to be seen, right? Who don't want to be in the face of everyone. Could a DAC be built so that its treasury automatically distributes revenue generated to specific member roles, ranks, and or to memberships? He's like, that's a really good idea. We didn't know that because the blockchain is beautiful. You get to see who has what role or who has what rank in the player profile system. And if you're part of that role or DAC, and if some money goes into a wallet, that wallet will distribute that equally to everyone in the entire space. Amazing idea. Great idea. This is good. They should really do that. Think about that. Could some rank promotions be automated so it's tied to revenue, XP, and loyalty generation of an individual while a member of a DAC? I believe so, but this level of detail hasn't been addressed yet. If that part of the app is open through Factory and Enterprise, could possibly automate this themselves. So what is he saying? He's saying that in a DAC, you'll have lots of like different roles, and you yourself, depending on how much you play, how much XP you have, how much loyalty you generate, you get to, when you accumulate all those, you get to move up yourself in the rank automatically without having to talk to the guild leader and say, hey, I've done this, can you please make me a higher rank? Like this is a good idea as well. But like I said, let's start from the start, right? This is just super later on. It's the blockchain, functionality allowed by the blockchain. Excuse me, I sip my coffee, sorry. How will the revenue loyalty of a DAC member or a guild member be affected when compared to some same activities performed as an independent commander, no guild affiliation? If you're not part of a DAC, I imagine player experience at the same rate. I'm going to actually increase this so you can see. If you're not part of a DAC, I imagine player experience at the same rate as players who are part of a DAC, like things like DAC objectives and XP would be independent of players' personal XP. If you're working to increase one, it may be possible to increase the other at the same time. Can multi-sig wallets have a timer in the event one of the DAC signers is AWOL? Ah, good idea. I see what you're getting at, but I'm not sure how that would work. Yeah. Because remember, multi-signers are like, let's say to sign a transaction, you need 3 people around the world to, you have 3 people in a group and you need two of them to sign a transaction for it to go through. So 2 out of 3 is the majority, right? But let's say one of them is AWOL or 2 of them are AWOL and the transaction is stuck there. So you need to put a timer on it so that the transaction fails if it doesn't go through, so that it's not just stuck there forever and ever. Yeah, I see what he's saying as well. I think it's generally a good idea, but not sure how to do the timing structure on a blockchain. I haven't seen that happen before, like timed transactions. I'm not sure if that's possible so far. Will the DAC guild member have any asset requirements? Meaning, does the individual need to transfer any personal assets to the DAC guild to become a member? There may be a fee to join a DAC, and there may be further requirements to gain specific ranks in a DAC. I can see this totally happening. Some of the bigger guild DACs, they'll say, this is a DAC tribute. You need to give us some money before you can join us because it's for the overall good of the guild, right? You may not care about that, but some people may care about that. They say like, you know, this is like an entry fee kind of thing to be part of a group where I'm going to be constantly contributing. Or some even DACs might have a monthly a fee service where they say you have to distribute this amount of resources every month so that we can go ahead and build our stuff. Aether isn't doing this at all as far as I know, but I can see some guilds doing the same thing. Be like, you know, we want to control a certain aspect. We want to control a certain product. And so you have to give us some of the raw resources, or you have to go out and find the raw resources to be part of this guild so that we can control and obtain our objective. You kind of see how that could work, right? Okay, now, no more talking. I'm lying. I'm still going to talk. Let's look at some pictures, guys. There's a whole bunch of pictures to go through, so I'm not going to spend even like 30 seconds on one picture, maybe 10 seconds, just to give you an idea. And I will not be saying the ship name, so Lord help me, because OCG, Thor, PG Metaverse, and a whole bunch of other people are going to come in the comments and tell me off. So this is a Pierce ship. It looks like a Pierce ship, so don't get me wrong. And it is just like a top-down view of the cockpit area. I think you can see one space where someone could be sitting. And you can see like what seems to be some kind of weapon on the side. I think it's an X6, but I'm not saying what ship name it is. So good, so good. Nothing like coffee and honey in the morning. Yeah. Next picture. I think this is the same actual ship. We're just looking at it from the cockpit point of view. You can see there is a throttle here. That's what you hold and then you push forward for speed. And this is like your joystick to go maneuver sideways and back and forth. I'm not an aviation guy. I'm not one of these sit in a chair flight simulator guys. So excuse my incompetence. Okay, yeah, so it looks normal, it looks like a normal PS ship, nothing really to say here. The environment is the testing environment for them. You can see there's a few other lighting, which is nice to notice, like on the right-hand side here, you can see just next to my face right there, you can see just there, yeah, see some lighting. Let's move on to the next one. Now, this is the pistol. They've done some extra work on the pistol by Gan. I forget his full name, but he's on ArtStation. I've covered the pistol lots of times. If you remember my granny thumbnail, that was very popular. And this just looks at the pistol with different textures. So this is the pistol with, I think, the clips loaded, and you can see it just there. Yeah, the clips are loaded. And then there's another one. Oh, there. This is the one with both of them side by side. So this says this is packed. 1 material, 4K textures. I think it's material, 1 matte. And then we go to non-packed, 4 materials, 2K, 4K textures, plus bullets and mesh. So you can see here, he's talking about the mesh here. So you can see the meshing on the handle grip, as well as the bullet. I think so. Oh no, it looks actually identical. So what's the mesh he's talking about? I don't see any other mesh. Can you see what's the difference between these two? I know the bullet has the mesh inside it, so you can see the bullets in there, but this one you can't see the bullets in there, right? But I guess one's 2K and 4K textures and one's just 4K textures. I can't see a big difference here, but like this is going to be such a small item that it might not matter so much, but hey, they're going for quality, right? It's going to be something that you're holding in front of you and it's the first thing you see in the screen, so I guess it's got to look good from that perspective. Okay, next picture. Let's keep going. This is what seems to be maybe this is like a bombarella or like a Ecos ship, because it looks like it has some bombs in there. You can see the spheres, the spherical items. I love just the heavy machinery of like the stomping down, and I really hope we get to the point where when it stomps down, you get like a small vibration or like a small like screen shake, right? I would love that, absolutely. So this seems like they're just doing some meshing at the moment, just to see what it looks like. A little bit of coloring, not too much, but I generally think it is an Ecos ship because it's got the bombs in there, and no other ship really carries bombs like these circular ones. All right, next one. We have something similar, which looks like either a Pierce ship or an Ecos ship. This also looks like the a lift going into the ship. You can see like someone would be here, walk into the ship, walk into this little platform, and then it'll lift you all the way up. Now, why do I not like this so much? Because the rainbow ships are much better at this. Have you seen the pictures of the Rainbow Arc and people just standing on like a platform, and then the platform just raises by itself? Either uses Fatali technology, That's what I want. I don't want to see this. Like, it's good in itself, but this is like primitive technology, right? We're in space age, and you still need a mechanical lift to take you from here to there. Nah. We can do better. This is the same thing from another angle. As I was saying, it does look like a lift, like you just stand in there, and then it lifts you into the ship. So nothing really to say. Like, we can zoom in and stuff, but yeah, nothing serious here. Now, this is another Pierce ship. I'm going to say X6, but don't get me wrong. It's nice to see the picture, T-pose, of someone, a little ragdoll in there, just to get an idea of the size. They have kind of, it seems like they've either close or 95% finished this ship, because it does look kind of finished, right? They've done the coloring, they've done the textures, it looks shiny. They've done all the little details that you can see here, like the little pistons, little antenna. Yeah, it looks kind of finished. If I'm maybe that's why they're showing it, and I think that's why they've put their logo on it, because some of the other pictures that aren't finished don't have a logo. So I think maybe that might be their internal process. If it's got a logo on Star Atlas, then it's probably finished. Let's go to the next one. This is the same picture, but with some lighting. And gosh, my God, look how bloody gorgeous this looks. Look at how awesome it looks. In the lighting, you can see the red. Like, this looks menacing a little bit, right? The red really makes it. The red in the middle also really makes it. Let me put my coffee down and just zoom in here. So let's appreciate this. Now imagine if, like, you see this coming at you in the middle of the night, and you want to run away. Yeah, this looks awesome. Yeah, it looks good. I think maybe not this. Maybe I don't know what I'll use for my thumbnail. Same picture, but we're having a look at the actual detail of the arm, because the arm houses where the weapons are, and you can see the weapon is right here. I don't know if it's like a Gatling gun or some kind of energy phaser. I'm not sure. The X6 has a small class weapon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Once again, I think this is done because they've put their logo on it. Next image. I told you, we have heaps of images. We're going really quick here. This is the Fimble Unibomber. Fimble BIOS Unibomber, or just Fimble Unibomber? I think Fimble Unibomber. We saw them starting with this ages ago, and it seems like they're getting closer and closer and closer. You can see they've made it a lot nicer than before. I think over here is where the Gatling guns used to come out, and this stepped out, and then there was a little animation of a step coming out here. So we can just, and I love this little logo. I'm wondering where that is. Is that the ECOS logo? I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, not bad in itself. It looks like a tractor. Looks like a fat tractor that someone will step in. And you can see the lighting. Just let's appreciate the lighting on this. Look at that. So good. So good. Like, it just even glows across all the way, and you can see the reflection from across the side. Look at that. I think there's another picture of the, yeah. So this is, this is what I thought, this is where I thought the guns would be. I don't know if it's not loaded now at the moment. And that seems to be a light. So I thought the guns were here last time I saw this picture. So this platform would come out, and then the gun would be there, start shooting. But if you take a small look, they just have to do a bit more detail, because you can see this, like, rod going into the part where it shouldn't be. I think it's supposed to be connecting to here. But that's something for them to fix later on. Like, this kind of small detail doesn't really matter. It just takes a while to get these small things right. And really, it depends. Like, do you want to spend the next 10 minutes trying to model that, or spend the next 10 minutes working on the next ship, right? Now, we do have a video as well. So this is a 1-minute video. Let's appreciate this and let's watch this. There's no sound for this. So I think this is still someone in the ship, in the train, going back and forth, this time with dark lighting, because we didn't see dark lighting a lot recently. I just love how you're able to, that's open seamless. I hope it does have some really nice effects for it, like sound effects for it. This guy needs to stop moving and move a lot slower, right? Appreciate every little thing. Yeah, he's moving a lot. But probably because he's been in there for so long. For us, we haven't been in there long, so we have to, like, pause and look at it. It does look good generally. I don't think you should be able to open the doors yourself when the train's moving. Yeah, he's stuck on something. He's stuck. It's bugged a little bit. He's stuck. He's stuck. He's stuck. No, get out. Bro, jump. There you go. There you go. Don't know why they decided to release this video. And I just wanted to show you something here. I did notice there was a small reflection. This might be part of the settings in the UE5 client when you first log in, but the reflection is kind of bad in this, but it doesn't really matter so much because it's super, super early, right? You can see, just look at the reflection. It's not great. It's just like white grains. And it depends on your hardware as well and what you're able to render. Because for some people, I turn off reflections. I don't give a shit about reflections, right? If you're taking a video or you're taking a nice shot of something and you want that reflection in there to make a point, then yes. But in my normal gameplay, I don't need it. What a reflection used for? It's just the quality of life detail. So for people with like mediocre computers, for me, reflections are off. Don't care so much. But for the people that are 4K lovers, that have a beast of a computer and they want the best graphics and want to see all the detail, they're going to have reflections on. Which is just different people, right? Different people that want different things. Now, we have a look at the racing section. He has created some extra stuff, and you can see how big this is because there is someone standing right at the top. This is like a spectator spot, and they did say in the Discord that they have specific spots where you'll be able to watch the race from. So this is one of the platforms you'll be able to watch the race. Pepe, we've got lots of racing stuff here, so make sure you like and subscribe, okay? And I'm talking to you too. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do it now. Go, go, go. All right. We've got another spot for you to spectate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see this, right? All of these places, I hope you should be able to just explore, and they have things inside there. Maybe like the manufacturer showcase, because it'll be similar to the showroom where, you know, there's going to be cars racing. You can come into this house and see all of these racing cars on display, or people will come and pay Atlas, like 200 Atlas, whatever, to display their car there so people can come and see it because you've either souped it up or you've put some decals on it, put a skin on there, whatever, right? There should be some kind of Atlas exchange so that someone isn't just exploiting it and putting their cars in there, or like at least for a period of time anyway. I think that's a great idea, just like even for an Atlas sync, so people can come and see your stuff there. Yeah, there's a whole market for this, right? People who do these cars, and people who are car aficionados. We can really learn a lot from the normal industry. Maybe we should like try and interview someone from that industry and say how they kind of monetize the entire experience. And not everything's about money, right? It's about the experience, but if you give them a good experience, then people are happy to spend money on it. And I think, and Star Atlas knows this, right? And that's why they're trying to make it a good experience. Now, this is the meat and bones of it. This is the racing track. It is getting better and better by the day, but they do need to work on the foliage. I think foliage comes in 2.2 or something, but you can see how terrible that looks. I would not want to be racing there, but it's a work in progress, right? Let's just focus on the actual racing track. And this is the racing track we see. There is some trees on the racing track. Don't mind them at all. We're going to be starting here, and hopefully you race all the way there. Now, interesting that we do have some little pickouts here. You can see, I think they're going for an actual Mario style where you're on a track, you're going forward, and then there's like little items on the track you can go and pick up and use, like and then you get to use like a shell, or you get to use the star, or you get to use whatever. I don't play it often, so I don't have any idea. But this is the same idea where like you'll be running on the right hand side, you go and pick up a Gatling gun, or you're running in the middle and you pick up a sniper, or you run on the left and you pick up like an energy weapon, and you'll be able to use that to hit your foes on the way. This is great. Great use of what works normally in racing games. And we have seen some of the weapons already work, right? Let's have a look at it from another angle. This is the same thing from the other angle. And you can see this is the showroom because they still have... Actually, this is something different from the showroom because they have all these structures behind it, and they have these different racing... What do you call it? Aerial racing loops that we haven't seen so far in the showroom because this is a different placement from what I understand. You can see here, this is the same kind of racing track, but we have a different look at this one as well. So these are weapons, right? These are weapons when you first start, probably when you first start the game, and then when you first start the race. And then these, what seems to be, this is repair. So it looks like a wrench. This is something that looks like a missile. I think all the weapons will be blue. Yeah, this looks like a missile. This might be fuel. I'm not sure. Or maybe the green is fuel. And then maybe one of them should be shield, right? I'm thinking so. Because if you have the weapons part, you have also the other part of it, like repair yourself. fuel yourself, and food. I don't know if we'll have food on there. Maybe increase morale or increase acceleration, something like that. I'm sure they'll tinker around with this, but taking a look at the actual racing map, it's looking good. It's shaping up really, really well, right? Now, I'm hoping that on the right-hand side here, I'm sorry, guys, it's been 30 minutes. I just keep talking about this. There's a lot of stuff that just came out. Now, imagine if people were able to pay like 100 Atlas to come and put their little X4 or whatever ship they have and just put it here and get ready to race, right? Or this is where people will be coming to stand and look at the racing that's starting. Because remember, we'll have a server that can host up to 400. So I'm sure out of 400, people will have 100 Atlas to just put their ship here until they go and race on the track. Next image. We'll have a look at some general look at some rusted items and the different stages they're in the showroom. We did see this before in one of the previous videos. It's just a slider because UE5 is pretty awesome. They get to just slide a little toggle and it goes from super brand new to like super rusted. And this is probably like a little bit more to the super rusted stage because they do have on the top right hand side here, rusted. And it's just like a railing. I don't know specifically. It says Truss B. I don't know where they're going to be using this. We'll probably find out somewhere else. And this is something that's heavily aged. And you can see it's also props Truss A. So they're probably going to be using this somewhere as well in the showroom. Not sure exactly where. Not really significant, being honest. And then they have one that's lightly aged. Obviously, you can see the difference between this and that, right? One of them looks really old. One of them looks really new. Yeah, only lightly aged, not really new. And this is kind of an idea and look of them. I love this picture because it gets you an idea of how many different kinds of biomes they could create. Something that's super new, something that's super old and aged. Okay, so you could use this for like the BIOS ships, you can use this for the PS ships, and the different stages in between them, and how they actually affect all the look of them, right? You can see that, and that, and then even on the on these little containers on the side. Yeah. I like it. I like that there's a lot of variety, and this shouldn't take them too long to actually implement. And the last picture we have here is a bit of a doozy to actually interpret. It's hard to see what we're looking at here. Let's try and read one of the reading here. Competing to be a single one used for forward shading. Translucent, water, or volumetric. Please adjust their forward shading priority. Directional light will be selected based on overall brightness. It's hard to see what we're looking at. Do you guys know what we're looking at here? So obviously, it's a landmass with what seems to be like a ship, what seems to be like engines attached to it, right? Because it has like mufflers with stuff that could have stuff coming out of it. So what I think is it's a giant landmass that's moving forward. That's moving this way, going this way, right? That's what it seems like. Is it the showroom? I don't think so, because I can't see the little showroom anywhere on it, right? But these little structures are familiar, right? Oh, actually, I think I know what it is. Yeah, I think it's the mud CSS land habitat. I think so, because this is the same shape that we saw in one of my videos. Let's go here and actually see my content. I used it in one of my the developer, not this one. That's what it looks like, right? Look at that little landmass, that triangular landmass. So that's actually the CSS land habitat on in Sage, all right? That triangular thing, and it's got oh no, don't worry, I'm not gonna play it now. But it's got that triangular shape, and it's also got this kind of mechanical jets at the back. So I think this is actually the UE5 mud CSS land capital. You get what I mean? You get what I mean? I think this is it, guys. Yeah, I just realized that. Oh. If anyone from the team can confirm this, or what do you guys think? Can you confirm this down in the comment section below? I'm going to stop talking now because I've talked for nearly 35 minutes now. I thank you for listening to me to talk for 35 goddamn minutes. Thank you very much. If you hate my voice, leave me a comment down below. If you like my voice, leave me a comment down below, but also consider donating to my ARC fund. It's as simple as going to your Phantom wallet, click on send something, Star Atlas, and click on itsme.sol. itsme.sol, and that's my address. You can simply send whatever scraps you have in Star Atlas for me. I'll take whatever you have, guys. I'm not petty. And I wanted to thank the person who gave me the 3 Thimble air bikes. They're still going. And the person who donated 100 Polus. That's an enormous amount. I thank you very much, sir. I went to find your wallet, and I found the wallet you used to fund that wallet, and I see you're a bit of a whale. So thank you very much. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching, as always. I will love you and leave you. Ciao for now.